So this morning at 11 a.m., deputies responded to the 6100 block of Hialeah Street in reference to a shooting. Once there, they found a woman who was in her 20s who was shot and succumbed to her injuries. Our homicide detectives responded to that scene, conducted follow-up, collected evidence, and developed good leads on the suspect in that case this morning. At 4:05, we received 911 calls about another shooting at that location and a shooting nearby. On Hialeah Street, deputies located two men who had been shot in or near a vehicle. They are a News 13 reporter and photographer who were on the scene to cover the homicide from this morning. On Harrington Street, a woman and her 9-year-old girl were also shot inside of a home. It is unclear why the suspect entered that home. The victims were transported to nearby hospitals, and tragically, one of the News 13 employees has passed. So we have detained the person believed to be responsible for the murder this morning, as well as the shootings this afternoon. He is 19-year-old Keith Melvin Moses. He is being formally charged in the murder from this morning, and we expect additional charges for the shootings of the 4 people this afternoon. At 19, he has a lengthy criminal history to include gun charges, aggravated battery and assault with a deadly weapon, burglary, and grand theft charges. So I want to acknowledge what a horrible day this has been for our community and our media partners. I work closely with all of you and know many of you and know the very difficult job that you do, and also the very important job that you do for our community and for law enforcement. No one in our community, not a mother, not a 9-year-old, certainly not news professionals, should become the victim of gun violence in our community. The vehicle didn't look like a typical news vehicle with a lot of markings on it. It's possible that he could have mistaken them for law enforcement. I just don't know at this time. Like I said, there was a photographer there, and both were in or near the vehicle, so you really don't know what was in the mind of this suspect. And hopefully at some point he'll talk to us about what his motives were. But regardless, he's eventually going to be charged with the murder this morning and then the 4 shootings this afternoon. Definitely murder on the news reporter.